little hints or tidbits. Does anybody know anything about how to build a pipe bomb?
Does anybody know anything about the U.S.
Anything
mail
else in
service?
the anarchist cookbook?
Not like postal. The
Does
U.S.
anyone know how
mail
I would
service, the
potentially
man.
sneak
The man services.
something metallic with multiple wires and tubes of gel into the postal office?
One of you right
And send
now
it to
say
the
something.
White House. Anybody
know
how to sneak
a beer onto the airplane?
Does anyone know how to sneak a pint into the U.S. postal system? I want to send it to my brother Jeremy.
Sending a pint of beer in an envelope.
Fucking envelope is just
Fat
soaked.
envelope.
Since I like being the center of attention, but
I'm excited.
this week
Well,
as of now.
to kind of get into a topic, there's one
Who's
thing.
on the podcast this week?
Ben,
Who are you?
I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
I'm Cade.
And I'm Luke.
You may continue.
Thank you. So to talk about it, have you guys heard about this Obi-Wan Kenobi controversy today?
What? No.
No.
This is today.
Obi-Wan.
No.
No, and what I would know isn't what you're going to talk about. Never mind.
You do?
Is it about an
No,
action figure?
No,
Okay,
no.
I
no,
see
no,
it
no.
exactly. Never mind. None.
Okay, so this was blowing up on Twitter, all sorts of clickbait articles. Star Wars fans are going crazy because a new Star Wars novel got leaked early. And it heavily implies, in fact, that Obi-Wan Kenobi is bisexual.
Oh.
And now that's not a
yeah.
big deal.
No
I
big
don't
deal.
give a flying fuck about that. That's fine.
Jedis can't have sex.
But
It's not the Jedi way.
but
Trust me,
excerpts of the book leaked online. And what this book is it's Obi-Wan when he's like 14. And it's all about the excerpts that leaked are literally just about how he's so horny and he wants other Jedi's mouths, and it's all Star Wars canon as far as I'm aware.
This can't be. I don't.
So I'm going to read this to you. I'm gonna read
Obi-Wan's just trying to fuck anything with midi-chlorians in it, dude. Just anything.
So I'm going to read these. There's 2 pages that were leaked.
Master Qui-Gon, I have a boner.
As far
Put it
So-
away, Obi-Wan.
This is Star Wars meets Evangelion, clearly.
Now I'm interested.
Who's Evan Kelly?
Evangelion.
Yeah.
You know Evangelion from our school.
Okay, let's read these real excerpts from the new real Star Wars book. I'm not joking. 100% serious. Oh, I know, Obi-Wan smiled at the warning, touched that Kasul, who's a boy, didn't want Obi-Wan getting his hopes up. I can't form attachments like that anyway. Couldn't he, though, if he didn't go back? Was that something he would even want? It had always been so forbidden. Even thinking about it was like holding his hand next to a lightsaber blade. He knew some of his friends had dabbled in physical relationships. Suspected Siri would have been open to it had he ever wanted to, but it always seemed like an obstacle, not a temptation. And besides, Obi-Wan said, rushing to change the subject for himself more than anyone, I would never want to be in a relationship with a leader. Too close to politicians and royalty. I'm sure if I ever fell in love, it would be with someone calm and peaceful. Someone who doesn't challenge you. Kasul mirrored his shrug. Not many choices around here, but I don't think love is in my future either, and I'm fine with that. Although I will admit, I've been curious about kissing. And why Ouj and Zybri enjoy it so much. So if you're ever curious too, let me know. Obi-Wan blushed. I will let you know.
Oh yeah.
Not that I will do that right now with you or anyone.
A visible bulge.
That is the
Here's
first.
Obi-Wan's
A second
Obi-Wan's
lightsaber
robe.
appears. What about the Duchess?
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, I would not have been. I guess I can understand that Obi-Wan was, kind of like a little
When you were
boy
reading
whore
that,
back in his day.
two things really came to my mind. Really three, but I'll get into the third one after we finish this topic.
A plump
It's more
mound
Star Wars drama that
emerges
went
from
down.
his tunic.
More Star Wars drama actually went down this week. That I think is funny. But my first thing is like, he's a leader, the guy that Obi-Wan's talking to, right?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he? If Obi-Wan's
I think
14,
Obi-Wan is a Padawan. And the book is called Padawan.
Yeah, you said he was 14. This leader's got to be like 300 years old or some shit.
No, there's
Yoda age.
Yeah, he's 900.
He's a Yoda.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's
is
the
that
leader.
breaking a consent rule or
Yeah,
something?
like
That
dude,
might-
Disney
that might
got
be-
balls for saying.
Although,
No.
also, it's not
pedophilia.
unlike Star Wars to have like leaders be like 8 years old. So, like
Maybe.
either way, I mean,
Wait, they do?
I feel yeah. I mean,
So-
remember in the
Omega?
Obi-Wan show, like Princess Leia
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
she's
4
like
or
already a
something, dude.
princess.
She's already important.
So Obi-Wan's hitting on like a 5-year-old.
It's
He
hard
might
to
be,
say.
I don't know. They
Which
didn't-
way do you want to
This,
go?
I, not,
Is he a
I
victim
don't
or
know
not
the
to
whole
me?
context
They
of the book.
They didn't provide enough detail about this guy's features,
There's already like a Wikipedia page. It's
Obi-Wan
like 500
looks down at
pages.
his mature, robust
Yeah.
crotch.
So, just the remaining page here. So, what this book is, as you can tell, is a YA romance novel in the Star Wars
A
universe.
fan fiction.
It
kinda
sounds
sounds like
like
a fan
fucking
fiction.
fan fiction, does it not?
No,
But
no.
it is real.
It sounds like
I
the writer of
promise.
like 50 Shades of Grey was really into Star Wars. And
Yes.
was like, I'm gonna write a book about Obi-Wan, horny, and underage.
Horny.
It sounds like they already had like a YA adult novel written and they just changed like the name Steven to Cleborn or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
change. That's like, what if you just changed? What if you just changed the guy's name in 50 Shades of Grey to Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Needless to
the
say,
same book.
this should be the catcher in the rye of the Star Wars canon.
Dude, I feel
Well-
like Disney's just like, they knew this. Like, they knew people were gonna be annoyed and like mad. Like I know the people
Well-
at Disney weren't like, oh man, this is gonna get so much love from the Star Wars community. We're gonna be in their good graces again.
Well, what is the general reaction that you saw to this?
Take a fucking guess.
So some Star Wars fans are obviously actually annoyed just because he's bisexual,
Right,
which is completely stupid.
right.
But
But expected.
my
everything.
the reactions that I saw mostly in the comments are like, who wanted this?
Yeah.
Who wrote this? Who paid for this? Like, is anyone gonna read this? And then there's some comments that are like, can't wait.
See, that's what
So
I was.
excited.
That's kind of what I was expecting, because I feel like there is like a subsection of people who are gonna be like yes, finally.
Yeah, and their
I
favorite,
knew it!
Their
I
favorite
fucking
character is
knew it!
Grogu.
What?
And their favorite character is Grogu, probably.
Mine?
No, the people that were excited
Oh.
for it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of annoyed that this exists to an extent. Not because
Stupid.
he's bisexual. I could care less. It's mostly because like when Disney bought Star Wars, they were like, yeah, all these books are not canon anymore. There's like hundreds, if not thousands, of books that just became uncanon overnight. And they're like, because we're gonna make the canon out of the books. And they do like a couple books a year. And this is like one of the fucking books they put out. Yeah, like they want to keep this canon, but all the cool Star Wars shit that happened in like the apparently fan-made books from like the 90s is like, that's fucking stupid. Obi-Wan's gonna be a bisexual with like a leader in a Jedi council.
None of these old books even mention that Obi-Wan is bisexual,
exactly.
which he is.
This book says that Obi-Wan might have sex with the Duchess one time. No, he was too busy banging the Jedi Master Klingon.
Well, I feel like he
Jigon.
definitely still did bone the Duchess, though.
He better.
Because that was like
maybe
heavily
come from
implied in the
thought.
Clone Wars.
Well, maybe we only got a couple leaked pages. Maybe he had the redemption.
Yeah,
arc.
maybe this is only 2 pages. Maybe this is only 2 pages completely out of context, and the rest of him is just meditating.
Oh no, it's
but-
still out of context. So Obi-Wan's imagining kissing his leader.
99% him meditating, and then just 1 page of him getting creamy back shots.
The whole book's 5 pages long. It's just it's a whole pamphlet you can buy.
God. That was.
This is called Obi-Wan Gets Fucked.
There's a page and a
Dude,
half
that-
of him thinking too long about Qui-Gon's lips.
Dude, that reminds me. I remember when I was younger, I used to like. They used to be like get these 101 joke books on like iBooks and
I
stuff.
love those.
And I remember there was this one I got, and I was like reading through it. I was like, "This is funny." And then I got to the end, and it was just like 10 like 2-page excerpts of like adult novels that are like why are these here? It's just like 2 pages. It's literally it's 2 pages plunging just insane book sex.
I
Like
wonder if that was like a mess up where they printed the books.
I
or
don't
something.
know. I mean,
That
it
makes me
was an
think of,
iBook. It was
you know,
like they had
If you
If I
love
can-
101 jokes,
You're gonna love reading about raunchy
That-
sex and backshots.
That makes me think of something. If you didn't think Evangelion could get any cooler, one of the first DVD releases of it, it was printed at a place. The DVDs were like printed at a place that did porn. So one of the DVDs got switched with like some kind of porn, like Japanese porn, like DVD they were printing at the same time. So you would like start like an episode, it would play like the Ava theme, and it would just be like a porn movie.
What a
Whoa.
imagine. It'd be funny if it was kind of like it'd be funny if that like happened on like a VHS or something where it was like it's like
taped
it's like
over it.
Evangelion for like 50 minutes or something, and then like all of a sudden it just switches to porn.
What's that video fucking on YouTube? There's one like 10-hour video. I can't remember what it is.
Oh
like-
yeah, it's the Portal radio loop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
the
showing
Portal
me
radio
that.
loop.
Portal,
You
and
know
at
about
five
this?
at 5
Yeah, you showed it
hours
to me.
at 5 hours and 19 minutes, it just randomly switches to this guy just in his underwear just ripping nasty farts for like a minute, and then it
And
goes
the
back.
comments are all like, I fell asleep to this and woke up to the sound of somebody ripping ass in my room. And I have like a fear of farts.
Yeah, it goes for like a minute, and then goes back to the regular.
Yeah, it just goes straight back.
Wow.
That's really beautiful.
But there's like, if you go in the video, there's no comment that does not like every comment is just like, wow, what a nice video. I think I'll watch for 5 hours and 19 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, there was some other Star Wars drama over the past week. I don't know. I feel like you guys might have heard about it. There was like another thing of drama that came out of this, but Disney put out like a new cruise ship, I guess, called the Disney Wish, and on the ship they have their own little like Star Wars bar.
Is that where you like turn in the
Cantina.
bounties or something?
No, it's at the parks. This is like on their like cruise ship.
It's like one of their regular just ocean cruise.
Yeah.
Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, but they have a bar there, and it's all Star Wars themed, and it looks like fucking garbage. It's like, you're on a cruise ship, you want to see the ocean. It's like there's like a couple like tables, and then there's like a little bar, and so like behind the bar is like a screen that shows like
Stars.
no, like ships, yeah, stars and ships and stuff. But if you sit anywhere in the bar, your vision is instantly blocked by all the people sitting at the bar. and at the same time, you had to get, I guess, like reservations. So people would get on the cruise ship, have to wait like 4 hours to try and get like a bar ticket to try and get into the Star Wars bar, and then like apparently all the drinks tasted like fucking garbage. And then there's a drink that's like 10 grand or something there.
What
What?
could be in that?
Poop.
Like Star Wars, like blue
It's-
blue goo.
I'll have
Literally-
an Obi-Wan Knorge juice.
It'd have to be like.
I'll have one orange juice.
It's like a cup, just
What?
A
chock full
Qui-Gon
of
gin and tonic.
Qui-Gon.
Oh!
Oh, okay, that'd be.
Wait,
That'd
wait.
be
All right,
pretty
Star
great.
Wars drinks. Qui-Gon. We got a Qui-Gon,
Qui-Gon
gin and tonic.
tonic.
Let's see. Yo-daiquiri.
Oh yeah,
Yo-daiquiri.
yeah,
Yo-
yeah.
Yo-daiquiri.
Do a Watto shot.
Mm-hmm.
Water
Water
shot.
shots.
Yeah. What would be in a water shot?
I imagine it would be just like a Jello shot, but it would be like Watto. Yeah, just blue.
A Jello shot, but it's
Watto.
Watto. What does
It's
that mean?
tequila and
What
cum.
is that?
Just
Wait,
like
I feel like it would be like a Jabba shot.
A Java shot. Java shot's
oh,
I'm just biased towards Watto. So
Fucking.
I'm drinking his beverages. I don't care. I don't care what's in it.
Trying to think of other Star Wars names that could be.
Metachlorian
Han
margarita.
Solo.
Midicleta.
Metacletus. Sounds like a sex disease. Yo, I got metacletus.
I got
from this chick.
Metacletus.
Yo, I gotta- But,
That's an FTD, a force transmitted disease. That's what Obi-Wan's gonna get in this book, dude. He's gonna get force transmitted.
there was another thing on the ship too. They even look so fucking lame. They have another one of the like
I got
attractions.
fades, dude.
They got fades. But also on this cruise, there's like a Marvel restaurant. It's like their whole thing is like, oh, it's like a dinner experience. Like you get to eat and like, I don't know, like fucking Black Panther fights Green Goblin or something.
What?
And like you pretty much all it is eat your dinner and they just show clips of like Black Panther and like Iron Man as you eat.
It's like a fan
and then you
edit.
pay like $300
It's
and that's
like
it.
it sounds like lower quality than like rain. I'm imagining
Yeah.
Rainforest Cafe.
That's what it
Like
looks
Hard
like.
Rock
kinda.
Cafe, but even worse.
Yeah, imagine instead of like the gorilla animatronic and like the thunderstorm,
Dude,
it's just
fucking Rainforest
Wakanda.
Cafe was fucking terrifying as a kid. I
I
don't
only
care.
ever went there once.
Sheesh. I went there all the time and I was
No, that
it is terrifying.
place was scary, dude. I used to
never
fucking
went there.
cry there.
They
now
put
I
you
would,
in
now I
the
would do
dark.
anything to go back, but
They have one around here.
Yeah.
I know. I want to
They're
go.
all
I always
closing.
got
Closing.
it confused. Or you ever go to those restaurants or like I don't know if they're like a restaurant, but they served food. So yeah, sure, restaurant. But it just had like a giant, like a massive jungle gym.
Oh yeah, Castaway Cafe. Was
Yeah,
it?
like, I don't know which one I went to as a kid, but I used to always go to those. And I,
Java
No
Jungle,
idea.
I, think I,
Jungle
would go-
Java.
I think that's where I would go because I would
Yeah.
always get it confused as Rainforest Cafe as a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember one year my cousin had like a birthday party at like Rainforest Cafe, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to go play in the jungle
So
gym. And I went there,
excited.
and I was so fucking disappointed.
Damn.
I don't give a shit about fucking a thunderstorm every 20 minutes.
One time I went to this little kid's birthday party at the YMCA, and my sister threw up all over.
Were
her.
you a little kid at the time?
I was I was like 11, but
Mm.
this kid was like 8, and it was like one of my sister's younger friends, and like the whole family got dragged out to this birthday party, and she puked all over him.
Did she
Get fucked.
was this premeditated or what happened?
Save
What
it
do you
up.
do at a YMCA birthday party? Play basketball?
Play
Wanna
in
play
the
tennis.
pool, rock
Oh, I guess.
climb,
Oh, yours had a rock. Mine didn't. Mine just had a
throw up everywhere.
Treadmills,
Yeah, playing the sauna.
pickleball.
But yeah, I was gonna say like a racquetball or something. What's the one where you like chuck it at the wall, the ball?
That's
That's
racquetball.
racquetball.
Yeah, that was right.
I love racquetball.
You nailed
Yeah,
it.
so basically screw all these Marvel restaurants. When are they going to make a Marvel restaurant?
Yeah.
Finally, brother.
I want a restaurant where I can watch marbles, go
Marbles.
on little
I want-
tracks.
I'm
Yeah.
talking
with
about
my
the
food.
cigarettes.
I want marbles
Oh,
in
Marlboro,
my
Marlboro restaurant.
that- yeah,
marble
that'd
in
be
my
a-
lasagna.
They should combine both. Everyone smokes Marlboros while they watch marbles race down little.
Yeah, you can
tracks.
watch Marvel movies while you watch Marble tracks, smoke Marlboros, and
It's just called Mar.
It's called
it's called
it's
the
called
Mar.
Marvel's Marble
The Mar store.
Did you ever play with marbles as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I never did.
I collected marbles. I like, and bouncy balls. Like I would give
I
them
had them
all like
bouncy balls.
What
names
does it
and
mean
shit.
to play with marbles? What
It's
is
literally-
like, what
it's-
is
Oh,
you-
marbles is a
It's
game.
literally you. No,
You just throw them down
sure,
the
but
stairs.
that's not what you do with marbles. You literally
I know.
like I remember my dad like gave me. He like passed down this tin of marbles to me, and it was just full of the most like delectable, tasty-looking marbles you've ever seen. That 50% of
And I
marbles is
swallowed
just
every last
eye
one.
candy. It's like,
yeah,
whoa,
that's all it is.
I wanna
You
just-
look
I
at
wanna-
'em.
open this and eat what's in here, dude.
100%?
The other half of it, yeah, is dumping them down the stairs, or like sometimes like if you have like a driveway where it's like there's a little like line that goes down the whole driveway like between the cement slabs or whatever.
Oh yeah, and you just
I would just
drop
line them up.
down there. Yep, dude.
That was fun.
All I know.
Did you get? Oh, sorry.
All I know about marbles is there was when I was a kid, I was really into Snoopy, and there was a peanut special where they go to like some like camp for the summer, and the marbles was a really big deal. So they all like gamble with marbles, and Charlie Brown lost them all. So Snoopy had to get them all back for him.
Yeah, I lost all my marbles as a kid, but I like had. It's weird to me when people like pass down marble, or like when they think marbles are like sacred.
Son.
But I have to admit, like they were pretty cool back in the day.
That is exactly what I was imagining when you said your dad
Yeah,
passed it down to you. He's like, "Son, I think you're ready to have these," and he gives you a little Altoid box.
Dude, I literally like it was that's the thing. It's never like a box. Like, they don't sell boxes of marbles or anything. It's literally like a random
I gotta hear them rattle
can.
around in it.
There's like a it was like an old like Morton salt container or something that had been converted
That makes
into a
me- I
marble.
was watching a video today. It was like you ever watch like iceberg videos?
Like of icebergs collapsing.
No, that's probably cooler. No, you know like an iceberg is?
Oh right, yeah,
it's
like
like
the
down
meme
the-
where it's like
and
a
it gets like,
tip of the
weirder and weirder
iceberg.
as you go
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
I was watching one on Chris Chan today. Just I don't know. I
Oh,
was really
boy.
fucking bored, but I forgot he had kind of one of those marble experiences. But his dad passed him down stamps.
Oh,
And the guy was
Cool.
like the guy doing the iceberg because like I guess he like sold them like instantly and bought like 2 video games or something. And the guy who was like green iceberg like yeah, Chris Chan's a dick for doing that. His dad gave him a great gift that he was supposed to cherish forever. I was just thinking I'm like
Wait,
like honestly, I wouldn't fucking want the stamp book either. What the fuck am I gonna do with
yeah.
stamps?
Chris Chan's
stamps?
father
What was-
gave him his
People
stamp
used to collect
collection,
stamps.
and then he stole or
You never knew that?
she
Put on a
sold
letter?
it
Yeah, people collect those.
to buy.
Those
I
stamps
think
are like
Sonko 6 or
thousands or
something.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
man, we're in the wrong business.
Oh man, it's like
Yeah.
coins.
Anyway, hardly the worst thing Chris Chan would ever do.
That's what I said too. This dude's making a big deal. Like yeah, this
Seriously?
was when he. This is when he went downhill. Was when he sold his
Like,
dead dad's
oh, that's
stamps
when you.
that he
That's
got
when you
left
knew
alone.
that this guy was no.
I would have
good.
fucking done it. And
This
sold
is
them.
when Crank Chum fell off.
Yeah. This is when he wanted to fuck his mom.
This is the moment Tobuscus
This
fell off.
was this was the last great Smosh video.
This is the last
We
one.
talked about
The
YouTube a
fall of
lot
Smosh.
last week for like actually 40 minutes.
That's a good
YouTube's
topic.
great. You guys ever seen the first YouTube video of all time?
The
Yeah.
guys at the zoo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you see? Do you know why he stopped posting on YouTube?
He's like a sex offender, right?
No.
Oh.
No, it's because they implemented because when Google bought YouTube, they implemented like the Google, like, all the Google stuff in the YouTube account. So he changed his profile picture to "fuck Google," and then that was all. That's all he did.
Fuck Google. I don't.
So-
Google
As he walked
sucks.
away with his hundreds of millions of dollars that he just probably got paid out.
Google just paid me fucking millions. Middle finger, you suck.
Sex offender.
Just jump straight
How'd-
to that.
how'd you
These
get- how'd
days.
you
After
get,
that.
like, imagine you post
Was he
one
a sex
YouTube
offender?
video.
Oh, like maybe I didn't know that.
This
around a
man
lot these days.
posted the first YouTube video. Little do people know, as soon as the video ended, he fucked the giraffe.
Oh my God.
He fucked the elephant.
Well, I don't want to talk about YouTube as long as we did last episode, but the one thing we were asking, what was the first video you saw on YouTube that got you like excited?
On
Like
YouTube.
Yeah. I remember I looked up.
Horny?
I remember I used to look up.
Oh.
I remember I looked up porn on YouTube once, and there was a girl who was
What
like
was your first horny
like
video?
stripping, but she stopped
Fucking
right before she
turned
took
you
off her
on?
shirt. I thought that was the coolest video as a kid.
I don't know. Sorry.
I was like 9 when I saw that. Just
That's the
teen.
first video you remember seeing on YouTube?
No. I just remember seeing it as a kid. No, the first one I saw. No. No, the first one I saw was Smosh singing the Pokemon theme song. I think.
Okay. I think mine was muffins on YouTube.
Oh, that guy came back recently.
I know. I just saw an
did you see
ad
that
where
ad
he's
with
like
him?
with muffins in it. I
She's
was like,
muffins.
Muffin.
the guy
blood
he made the
muffin.
he's the same guy who made the shoes video.
Let's get some shoes.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
dude.
those videos are terrible
I
in
only did the shoe
hindsight,
video.
but he's like,
Well, back
yeah,
then
I
that's
saw him
cool.
on TikTok
Muffins.
doing the muffin thing, and I'm like, how
Raspberry.
are you still doing this?
The chocolate rain guy does that too.
Probably the very first YouTube video that I can remember that I was like, I am a huge fan of this was Charlie the Unicorn. I was a big fan of.
See, my problem with
I
those as a
still
kid,
like.
I would watch
Charlie
those.
the
I'd get really into them, and there would be like 3 episodes. I'd be like, why aren't there more? Obviously, now I know those take a lot of time. But as a kid, I'm like, well, I'm gonna lose interest in this, and I'm like, ooh, Harry Potter puppets. Ooh, Talking Orange. And then I saw the Talking Orange. That dude was cranking those fuckers out.
Yeah.
So that held my attention. for a
Annoying
while.
or yeah, I liked that guy. What was his name? Like
Danebo.
Danebo before he made the Annoying Orange. Like he had ones with like marshmallows in them that I used to go
Well, they
back
came
and watch
back.
that video. Did he? Good for
the
him.
marshmallow guys.
The annoying orange.
No, Annoying Orange is still around. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure he's still
No.
going. I remember there's a claw machine at the movie theater I frequent, and inside the claw machine's an Annoying Orange hat. And I always try winning when I go there, but I've yet to win.
Never get it.
But I've always wondered how long that's been. It's had at least been there for like 10 years.
Oh
I know
my
it
God,
stinks.
you're right. He uploaded 7 hours ago an Annoying Orange video.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's.
Rainbow.
Still, I'm pretty sure there's. I remember they did an Annoying Orange.
Dude.
Game. They did a channel with Annoying Orange where he played video games, and it was just like instead of like a camera where it'd be like I don't know his face, it was just an orange. He'd play like Call of Duty and stuff. And it was really
Annoying
weird.
Orange.
'Cause it was
plays
still like
Flappy
it was
Bird.
still like geared towards kids, but he's like killing Nazis.
What
and
if
that,
they just
you know,
had like
word
an
out
annoying
war.
and orange video where like you
He
just
met
talked in a
Tabascus.
normal voice, like he's just like, hey, what's
Hi.
up? I'm annoying
I want to
orange.
be honest. If he's still uploading as much as he is, it seems like
That's
He had to
crazy.
do that. Like
Yeah, what if there was
Yeah.
just a video uploaded just called The Orange?
This is the orange.
not
is
annoying.
just sitting there.
He's just talking. He's like a normal guy.
Dude.
I'm gonna be. I guarantee you that was probably some fucking stupid April 1st thing.
The person
it-
keeping Annoying Orange alive, I'm begging you to stop.
I say keep it. Are they
Please.
getting
Stop
views
it.
still?
They get the last one posted 7 hours ago has
What about the one
24,000.
before that?
That's 24.
That was posted
views.
4 days ago. It has 300,000.
Yeah, keep doing it, dude.
No.
You're an audience. Hey, I don't
Please
care.
stop.
Please stop. I know that orange
Knife.
stinks.
Knife.
He's been using the
It's
same
so
orange.
old. The same
yeah, he
orange.
has to
Oh,
recolor grade it.
man.
He records because it's a black orange.
Yeah,
Don't,
I guarantee-
don't stop
He
for
doesn't-
me. Stop
he's not
for
even,
you.
Like, he's not using the original picture. He just he takes a new picture of the same orange
Same,
every
like
day.
green crusty orange.
Deflated.
Dude, that
Took a
reminds
bite
me.
out of it at
That
one
reminds
point
me.
when he
This
got
is so.
hungry.
This is kind of gross, but I bought these clementines like a long time ago, and they were just sitting in my cabinet. And I didn't like realize. I totally forgot they were like in there.
Kept them in your cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to put them in your fridge?
No.
No.
No, I
Oranges.
I put them in my
Clementines.
fridge.
I put oranges in my fridge.
Yeah,
I guess
see?
you don't have to.
Oh.
You
but-
don't have to, but I do.
Well, anyways, that's not important. These like I went on vacation. I went out of town and I came back and I just totally forgot they
Is
were
this
in there.
recently or like a while ago?
This was relatively recent. It was like within the past year. And there's, and you guys know how I live. There's like literally nothing in my fucking cabinet. So
Mhm.
it was just like this one corner that was just there was just a little bag of clementines there, and I looked in it and I was like, shit, how old are those, dude? I fucking reached it, and like literally one of them had just turned to dust. Like, it literally was like it left a little dust pile. Like it looked like it had been like
spores.
It looked like someone had used magic on it. It was like
Did you try eating one?
no.
Okay, I can see you
Oh
try.
well, that
Isn't that how you make
All the
Another thing
nutrients
was-
are still in
Ferment
that dust. You can suck it right
yeah.
up.
I
like a
mean, it was
vacuum.
I just was immediately like nope, and then grabbed the bag and
Yeah.
put it in its own garbage bag and
When stuff
It's
gets
threw
like
the
dry
dumpster.
and crusty, that's so much better than when it gets like wet and
yeah. Another
Like-
thing,
which
a couple years ago,
Weeks.
me and my roommates, we had this orange in our dorm, and we were, I don't know what possessed us. The orange was fine at this point. We were just like, we should completely cover this orange in tape.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then we let it sit for probably like 3 months.
Did you want to tape it?
Yeah, we covered it in like electrical tape,
Okay.
and then let it sit for 3 months. And then we were like, all right, let's open it. And
it was an apple.
it was an orange.
Wait.
Yeah, it was a different fruit.
Transcended.
It was a watermelon the size of an orange.
Whoa.
Mm. And what was inside? An egg.
It was literally just like
A gross orange.
it hadn't turned to dust, but it was literally like one shake away from turning into dust. I feel like if you dropped it, it would have just.
Poor thing.
Dude, one time for Christmas, I got, when I was a kid, it's probably like 7 or 8, I got a make your own bouncy ball set. Which is already
What?
really weird, but yeah, I got
I've heard of
it was
those,
like
but
a
I've
little
never, like, seen
science
someone
kit.
buy
It was
them.
called a make your own bouncy ball, and you mixed all these chemicals together in a cup, and then it turned into like slime, and then you molded the slime into a ball and put it in your freezer for a few hours. I put it in my freezer, and well, first of all, I was putting it together, and I was like, this already doesn't feel right. This ball feels like really like stiff. And then I put it in the fridge, and I took it out, and it was just like hard as a rock, right? It didn't have any give to it at all. I let it sit for a while, and like no, it just
Bounce.
didn't bounce at all. And then eventually I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just give it a shot. And I threw it on the ground. It just turned to dust. just shattered all over the kitchen floor. And
That's so unfortunate.
You take it out of the freezer and it's
it also reminds
That's
me,
so sad.
in that same freezer, is in my dad's condo. This is why I remember it. He only lived there for like 2 years, but in that same freezer, I tried to make a bouncy ball. I also tried to make Vernors too, and I was
What?
probably also the same age. And I looked up like, how do you make Vernors? And like it gave me the like old like 1800s recipe that was like, you get ginger and you put it in a
Little
barrel.
cocaine in there.
And, yeah, and you let it ferment for like 13 years. So I really got like a bottle. It was like an old bottle of Vernors. I stuffed like ginger in the bottle, filled it up with like water and corn syrup, and put it in the fridge. And was like, I really thought like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep this in here for a quick 13 years.
All right. See you in 13 years, buddy. You're gonna be delicious.
Do you even like Vernors?
I
I like
loved Vernors as a
Oh.
kid.
Do you still?
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't like Vernors.
well, it's
I like it.
it's probably about time to crack it open
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Still
maybe
got
it's
it?
ready.
No, I took it out after like a year, and it was.
You tried it.
Give it a little
It was
taste.
deep
Maybe
green.
it doesn't need all
Frozen
13
solid.
years. Maybe it just needs
Well,
one.
time's progressed so much. I feel like you could.
That's right.
I feel like your fridge has better capabilities on.
Yeah, your
Fridge
fridge
from
has
the
better
1800s,
fermentation
yeah.
capabilities.
It gets
Yeah.
more cold. So
You
it
could also
speeds
just go
up.
buy a Verner's.
Not when
Yeah,
you're a
that'll-
kid, dude. What money
That's
you
like
got?
looking up like how do you make Coca-Cola?
I know.
Yeah.
And then being stupid enough to actually follow the recipe.
And one of the ingredients that you used was literally a Werner's.
I did use like a Werner's bottle. Yeah.
Like you had to use Oh, just the bottle.
Like
Yeah,
you
it was like an
emptied it out.
old,
Okay.
emptied out
How
bottle.
to
of
make
Werner's.
Werner's.
You just
Step
started
one, buy
with
a
a full
Werner's.
bottle of Werner's, and you were like, "I'm making Werner's."
I'm making
That I
Werner's
actually I do
Extreme.
think I left like a good like quarter of the bottle full of
Yeah,
Werner's.
just so that
Just
it
so-
Just in
would.
case.
Yeah,
Just in case it didn't work out.
Yeah, it was like a quarter Werner's, a quarter water, a quarter corn syrup, and then a quarter just like a fuck ton of ginger.
Dude, you were just making like a Skyrim health potion,
Yeah.
dude. You were making like like a damage buff or something. I
It
don't
took a
know.
long time to find that.
Shit was gonna be powerful. For sure. Making potions as a kid was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
By
remember.
making potions, I mean taking any two somewhat liquid substances and just mixing them to see what would
Dude,
happen.
I remember once I went to I was at like Target with my family, and there was this like I wanted to buy this stupid little like vial set. It was like 5 little vials. They were just made of plastic and shit. And I was like, I'm just gonna start combining random shit. And I was like, I wasn't even combining anything cool. I was literally combining like water and juice. And then
Nice.
later that
What
night
will
I threw up.
happen?
I was just,
you were just drinking
For a different
like
thing.
random stuff.
I don't know. I was just like making potions all night, and then
Damn.
Yeah, I used to have this thing as a kid. You can go.
Okay. I was just gonna say when I was in the lunchroom, as in school, I'm mixing like mashed potatoes with chocolate milk. My friend's giving me his Mountain Dew. I'm putting that in there, and then I'm like going over to another table and trying to get anyone to eat it.
Oh yeah, there was
And-
also there was always some foul kid in the lunchroom who was mixing chocolate milk and
making
mashed
a
potatoes.
stew in his
Baby, I
cauldron.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
It was
dude.
foul. It's
I
kinda
remember in the
fun.
lunchroom one time there was a kid that was doing that, and another kid was sitting next to him, like telling him to stop, and then he like threw up all over the floor. He's like, "Stop, please!" It's
Just
so
the
gross."
sight and
Yeah,
smell of
just
it
the
was
sight
so
of him.
appalling. He's like, no.
I remember before that damn Obama administration went in office, we had there used to be pretty good like junk food there.
Oh
Yeah,
it was
yeah, that
great
happened to me
junk
too.
food.
It wasn't because I didn't like the presidency or anything. It's just because
It's just because he was
Ma-
born in Kenya.
yeah, it's
just
because where's the birth certificate?
It's nothing to do with his policies. It's because I'm racist.
It's because
It's okay. It's just because I'm racist.
I'm racist.
I don't have
No,
any
but for
problem
people who
with
don't know, like
Democrats.
his wife Michelle, her big claim to fame to all the kids my age's eyes is she made the lunchroom healthy and sucked.
That's right.
But before, you used to be able to get like ice cream and pizza all the time and
Yep.
stuff. And I was a pretty skinny kid.
Thanks,
and so-
Brandon.
Yeah, straight up. Thanks, Brandon. And so I
Let's
used
go,
to be a
Brandon.
little healthy boy during lunch before this, and they used to give out giant cookies. And I would every Thursday they would have Domino's pizza. So I would take a cookie, break it in half because it's giant. I would cover the pizza slice with the cookie. And I would get another piece of pizza and I would put it on top. Of
Pizza
it.
cookie sandwich?
Pizza
Cookie sandwich.
That thing was so fucking good.
Oh,
That'd
baby.
be bussin'.
It
Yeah.
was so busted,
Michelle
yes.
Obama took the French fries from my cafeteria, and everyone was devastated because the fries were really good.
Dude, they used to be good.
Michelle Obama took these string cheeses from my lunchroom that kids would twist over and over until the knot in the middle would turn bright blue.
Oh, I remember people doing that. People used to
That's
do that in
why
my
vein.
school.
It wasn't because they weren't healthy.
Yeah, they would have like a normal
Yeah.
like,
Like
out the
white
circulation of your
mozzarella
cheese.
stick,
Yeah, I don't know
and
why
it
that
would
worked.
twist it with like a weird chemical
never
reaction would
seen
happen.
this.
I've never seen it
Turn
either.
Yeah, I
Blue.
remember people would be fucking yanking those things like little.
They would just twist them over and over until they would like bust.
Yeah,
Yo,
why
you
do
popping
they turn
cheese sticks?
blue?
Did people also in your lunchroom
get
did
blue
they ever
cheese?
take spoons and like
Sure.
launch food across.
Oh yeah.
Got
Yeah,
food
Did
so-
people used to take the? Remember people like take the milk cartons and they would like stomp on them and it would sound like a gunshot.
Yeah,
I know people. Would
Oh,
stomp.
yeah,
I don't remember the
yes, I do
gunshot
remember that.
part.
No, yeah. If you stomped on a milk carton, it would pop.
Why? Why are you fucking
Were
pointing
you
at
gonna
me?
say something?
No, you're like
Oh.
pointing at me though. You went like this. I'm
I
like,
thought- I
how do
was-
you not know? Like, I don't fucking know.
I
We
thought
had
I
real
thought you were saying
gunshots. I don't know.
We had
a
real
real
ones.
gunshot.
Pop. Yeah,
We had assault rifles at our school.
AR class.
we got in a lot of trouble for throwing food. Like you would get a suspension like that if you threw food. So we just threw the spoons.
They would
Yeah,
launch 'em.
Kids wouldn't make it obvious. They'd just do it from like under their table, and I mean, you could launch stuff so far with the spoons that nobody could tell who was doing it. People could just like launch stuff across the cafeteria, and it'd just be like, you know, every day, maybe it'd happen like 2 or 3 times. You know, you just see a piece of food like fly.
I never
across.
saw any of that at my school. We just had fights, like every school.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
when
have
all
too
the
many
fights. I remember one time I saw a fight during lunch, and it was at the time, dude, this was so fucking one sided. This fight. I mean, it was one of the football jocks who was like on the varsity team, and he was like, he was even the instigator of it. It was some kid who was then like, he had a High School Musical shirt on because that was the play that was about to go on at our school, like a High School Musical one, and the dude's like, fight me, dude, fight me. What are you, a fucking pussy and stuff to this like jock? And I'm like, everyone's looking. I'm like, dude, this guy will fucking rock your fucking face in. He got up because he got annoyed after a while. Just socked him in the face. And the kid got bladed and started crying and ran to the teacher saying the jock wanted to start the fight.
This is what I'm like. Something I've been thinking about. I don't really know why, but it's been on my mind for like a couple weeks. Is that children are just like vile, curious creatures
Yeah.
that are like probably all evil. Like
Yeah.
a bit like growing up is essentially like they it's like hopefully when you're growing up your parents convince you to not be evil.
Growing up is a constant struggle of fighting evil.
Yeah,
That you were
it is,
born with.
from within.
Yeah.
It's like as like children just want to like push shit over. They want to like
Hurt
hurt
and little
things, break
animals.
stuff.
There's a amusement park in California called Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know if you guys know about
No.
that place.
I just know about the Shaq tweet.
Is there a Shaq tweet?
There's a Shaq tweet that's like, I'm at Knott's Berry Farms and my butt's too big to see it and sit in the seat.
But it's a pretty big amusement park. It's pretty old and stuff. But recently, over the past like year and a half, it's been known as the theme park where you go to fight people. So every day there's like 5 fights there, and like I think it was last week or like maybe it might have been like 2 weeks ago now. They put out a statement saying like, yeah, if you're under 18, you're not allowed in our park anymore.
Damn.
What?
Because there's so many fights going on. You have to have an adult with
They have
you.
a theme park. That's
Yeah,
adult
that's what I was
only?
saying. That's what my friend, because my friend lives by there and he's like 17 right now.
theme
You have to have,
Yeah,
you have
strip
to
club
pretty
theme
much,
park.
yeah. If you don't have an adult with you at all times, you're not allowed in the amusement park, which is fucking insane. 'Cause it's an amusement park.
Such a weird thing.
But
like,
dude,
why
look
are you
up.
like
Hey,
16,
anyone
you're
who's
like, I
listening to
wanna
this,
fucking
look
fight.
up Knott's Berry
Dude.
Farm fights. You'll get like hour-long compilations of just people just going at it at this fucking park, dude. They're
crazy.
doing like.
People fighting on the rides.
Yeah, there was a thing
I'll
from
kill you.
earlier this
On
year
the
where
loop-de-loop.
someone climbed all the way up to Power Tower and it was just standing at the top of it.
Oh my god.
Didn't want to. He
Whoa.
didn't jump or he just like climbed to the top and like
check
no
it
one
out.
fucking noticed until he was at the
He climbed
top.
to the top and started doing like the King Kong thing where he's like beating on it,
Yeah,
pounding
he's-
on his
yeah, he
chest,
hit the
and
gritty
he's
up there.
roaring.
Yeah, he's holding a woman.
That's kind of
He's
dope.
just the king.
Yeah, they had a fight up there.
Got a plane circle.
They start fist
planes
fighting. Let's
going
go.
It reminds me of this. We were talking about like first YouTube videos ever, like that we remember seeing. One of the earliest ones that I remember seeing, and that's kind of relevant to this topic, is was like this video that I used to watch all the time. I used to go back and rewatch it because I thought it was so cool. It was like a reposted video. So the footage was, I don't know where it was from. It looked like it was from some commercial. It was like 360p, and the title of the YouTube video was like an amusement park for men. And the video was just basically like,
Finally.
it was terrible CGI of like, it was like, it looked like found footage, like vacation footage of a guy like walking through a theme park, but all the rides were just like insanely dangerous.
I remember this. Yeah.
Like one of them, it was like guys like jumping down from into like a ball pit. They were like skydiving into a ball pit.
Wasn't there one where it was like it was kind of like one of those things where it shoots you up. I think that's like the power tower or whatever, but it goes up like just impossibly high or something. I think that was and, like literally goes up into space.
It goes up like impossibly high, and then people like jump out of it and like land in the ball pit. Like I remember,
like squirrel.
Yeah.
Suits skydiving.
So it makes me think of the game Throwville, kind of. If you ever played that?
It might have been an ad for Throwville. I don't know.
I remember that video going around.
I used to be obsessed with early YouTube. I would look up like craziest roller coasters and stuff. And it would all be stuff like that, or like craziest water slides. And I remember I saw this one video. It was like top 10 water slides. And I think it's just like the first time it's been as a kid, like shown that like adults might like kids a little too much. Because there's this one part in the water slide as a kid I remember watching. I was like, this water slide looks so cool because you like go down it. And then you get off, and it's such a big water slide. You have to get up and then go down another slide. And like in the middle, there was this like, it was like still inside like the inner tube thing though, like with a whole like one of the like enclosed slides.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get to this part, and there's like a girl all the way to the right who's maybe like 10, and she like flashed her friend. And like I would look in the comments, I'm like, dude, people gotta be talking about how cool the slide, and all of them were just time stamping that part.
Oh.
That was like probably like that was early YouTube.
And you remember that, and that sat with you?
Yeah, because that was like the first time I ever known it as a kid. Like, and I remember another too. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but
that sucks.
When I first found out about like what porn was, I wanted to look at it, but I knew as a kid. I think I might have told you.
Yeah, I remember that.
As a kid, I'm like, porn, you got to be an adult to watch it. You can't be watching that stuff as a kid. So I typed in child porn on my grandparents' computer, and I clicked on the first link, and it was just like a link. It says the FBI is coming, and through like the thing, you hear just like a loud like siren going off, saying the FBI is now tracking your location.
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
They probably were. You're probably on a list.
Well, I was a kid. I was like 9 then or something. I was being a good kid. I knew not to look up
porn for kids.
No, I mean
I'm a
porn
kid.
for kids.
I'm a kid. You don't know. I want porn specifically for kids.
For kids to watch.
By kids for kids.
By kids for kids. I was, I knew some of the like what you shouldn't do as a kid. I just didn't know the full story until I saw later that water slide video, which is crazy. That's why YouTube Kids you can't put comments on anymore because of Pizzagate. It could have been the origins of Pizzagate for all I know.
Probably was.
You were Pizzagate.
Might have been the finder of Pizzagate.
We talked about this for a second last week too, but
Are you watching?
Cade, you
Watching
were
that
by
roller
Epstein
coaster
Island. Do
video right now.
you personally believe that the world is dominated by blood drinking pedophiles? What's your take on that?
I don't know. It's like hard to say.
Undecided.
A lot of evidence on both sides.
There's a lot of evidence on both. I don't know.
Was that the whole point of Pizzagate?
Yeah. Pizzagate is there's a pizza restaurant.
There's a new one going around too. Do you see that on Instagram?
A new Pizzagate?
Yeah, I keep seeing this.
Pizzagate 2?
There's like people from
Pastagate.
there's people from our school posting like there's some symbol that like this symbol means it's like I can come there and have like sex with kids.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
it's
there's-
so funny
It's like a
seeing.
Freemason symbol.
Yeah, but it looks like it's like a weird like squid thing, and like 5 people from our school have reposted it, and it looks like the stupidest fucking logo.
It's so funny seeing. I feel like it's on both sides, but especially like the Republican moms, like who are like so afraid of everything. Like they will like be like see that person's house I just passed? The blinds were closed. That means they're sex traffickers.
That means
Yeah, that's
that
what
they
this is. It's
fuck
like
kids.
they like show the logo and they show some like the next slide because it's like a couple slides they post. It's like the first one's like, if you see this logo, be aware it's sex trafficking. And the next slide it's like, here's some logo that vaguely look like it. And then the next one is like, here's their tattoo shop with that logo. No. And then that's it.
I saw one the other day. It was like a woman like sitting in a Walmart parking lot, and she's like, "If you see these white Ford Fusions circling the Walmart parking lots, those are sex traffickers. They will follow you home." It's like, yeah, they are definitely they have a uniform with their cars.
Oh my god!
Wait till they
dude,
find out about
people
Great
are
Lakes
so
Crossing.
crazy.
Yeah, Great Lakes Crossing.
Those are groomers.
I
Do you know-
literally
do
can't
you know anything about
believe
Great
how
Lakes Crossing?
crazy
Great Lakes Crossing is
people
the sex
fucking
trafficking hub of the
The United States.
Western Hemisphere.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh,
be careful when you go.
I can't believe that people believe that. That really fucks
I feel
with
like
me.
at one point there was like
Paranoid.
something where it was like,
There's
you know,
paranoid
like
and
this.
then
If you see
there's-
it's like something's logo, it's like like Freemason stuff. Like you see this, it's a signed. It's like your people. But then people took it and it went like, yeah. If you see the McDonald's logo, people go there and they give oral sex to fucking Grimace in a
Well,
something.
I saw this one the other day
And he
that was
deserves
it
it.
was
Yeah, he deserved
it was
it.
specifically like it was the symbol you use if you're a pedophile. Like it was and
Like,
it was
come on.
it was like this little
It's
it was
awesome.
Why
this,
would they have
it
a
was this
symbol?
little blue spiral or something.
That's what I was talking about.
Self-identified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like a hotel or something.
Oh, it was a hotel. Yeah,
and it was like you use a symbal if you're into pedophilia.
dude, I know. It's like
Jesus Christ.
it's like a fucking name.
like I mean, I don't know. Maybe the pedophile community is all very well connected and they're all
Dude,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all
if
like
you're
John
in that
Wick, like-
community,
Are you
can-
fellow
The
pedo?
John Wick assassin.
Oh,
you're
are
in
you a
that-
pedophile as well?
if you're in that community, let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
if
let us know.
that's
Do you
legit.
adhere to the spiral system?
Yeah, that spiral. That
Drop a spiral emoji in the comments if you're a pedophile.
Yeah. some guy just like walks up to you and hands you like a token with like a spiral on it, and he's like, "Take me to the
He
loo."
comes up to you
I'm
and
a
he
pedophile.
hands you one of those little like pipe cleaners, like a little blue pipe cleaner
It's
that's
all-
bent into a spiral. It's just a clump. Doesn't even look like
I'm
a
a
spiral.
pedophile.
Yeah. The thing about like these like
It's just
Facebook
hard.
moms who are like certain about this grand child molesting conspiracy is that it's like if all these people are like paying billions and like some of the smartest, most powerful people in the world are like trafficking kids for like sex, you're not catching them, Judy. Like you're not gonna be the one figuring it out. Like I'm sorry.
And I can tell you, Jeff Bezos is not driving a white Ford Fusion around the Walmart parking
Yeah,
lot.
like the fact that they're that people who think this are like, I am one of
I
the
will
few
stop- yeah.
geniuses in the world who saw through the Matrix and figured out that Hillary Clinton is sucking blood out of Argentinian children. It's like, how can you possibly think that it's you? You know, mother soccer with the fucking soccer mom sticker on the back of your van.
I'm like,
that kid
you
made
got that
honor roll on the
information.
back.
And it's not. The thing is, it's not like they came up with that original thought either. It's like they were
No.
scrolling on Facebook and they saw it and they're like, I've been given a gift.
Makes sense to me.
I have some,
No one else has found this?
I have some info.
What the hell?
Wow, am I the first person to see this?
Have you ever,
must
have
be
you
a
ever like,
special.
delve deep on the Facebook like offerings on the site? Like not the posting, but like the other goodies that you can do on it.
Like Marketplace?
Well, Marketplace is the true goodie of all, but no, I was getting to like Facebook Live.
Are you talking about how they're transitioning to being TikTok instead?
No, like
their
their live
stock is
streaming
plummeting?
service.
No, I've never been on.
Dude, the
Facebook Live.
people on the live streaming service are the craziest fucking people. It's like these people, like every once in a while I look on it because it's just so interesting. You see people who have like, they've made their own religions and they have their services on Facebook Live with like tens of thousands of people watching to worship like, I don't know, fucking the Blue Spiral or something. But
That reminds me
people are
of
crazy.
when I was in high school. Me and my friend, we like, I don't know why, we just worshipped the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and we like it's. I mean, it was kind of like, it was like kind of a joke thing, but it was like we would go around and like we'd like tell people, dude, you gotta watch Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and I had seen it. My friend hadn't seen it. Then one day he watched it and he came to me. He was like, "Dude, that movie sucked. I'm done. I'm done with this."
I'm leaving this religion.
Fucking loved Butch Cassidy. I
to-
was more of a yes man
I used
kid.
to do that as a kid, but was the show Firefly. I used to say "Bring back Firefly" all the time when I was
What
like
is Firefly?
11.
It's a
the
sci-fi.
best show
It's
of
that
all
show
time.
Nathan Fielder.
Nathan
Alan
Fielder.
Tudyk,
Dude, wait, have
Joss
you
Whedon.
guys seen Nathan Fielder's like?
His new show?
Well, no, he's the last like 3 days. I've just been people are like upset at Nathan Fielder because he like people are like
'Cause
saying he's,
all
like, manipulative and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
wait,
dude,
what?
Nathan Fielder, like, is like that. Like, yes, he's manipulative, but that's why he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude. And also, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, dude, the only person who that dude has been taking advantage of is himself, dude. I die every time I see that one skit where he's like, I have to escape these handcuffs
Before
before
my
this
pants
robotic arm undoes my pants
people
in
are trying-
front of a crowd of children.
People are trying to cancel him?
Well, no, they're not really trying to cancel.
well,
him.
saying,
It's
like, the
kind of.
It's
reverse
just
is
like
too meta.
Is it like a Filthy Frank situation? Or
People are like uncomfortable with the way that he does things because he essentially takes advantage of like
incredibly dumb people.
Yeah, like really dumb people and like makes a spectacle of them.
Like,
Yeah,
always
I
find out
literally
that
saw a
most of
Twitter
the
clip
stage-
that was like, you guys think Nathan Fielder is the caption was like, you guys think Nathan Fielder is manipulative when these are the people he deals with? And it was that like episode where like the guy was like he's like I'm willing to pay you $1,000 to change your name, and he's like I don't know, man. I'm thinking like 1,400, but you can say lower if you want. You can even say like $1 more. I don't even care. And Nathan was like, so like if I said 1,001, you would take it? And he was just like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, all right,
Dude, I
dude.
was like,
Then he's just like, okay.
That can't be real.
Oh my god.
That's the thing. I don't feel like any episode of like Nathan For You or like the rehearsal. I feel like none of those are not scripted to
Yeah.
some extent. Like,
Dude, no, I have to believe.
I mean, I want to believe that they're
I
not,
have to believe
but,
that show is one of the best shows
but it is
ever.
people are on that shit being impossibly stupid, dude. Like,
I feel like some of them are real, some of them aren't. There's like one skit that has to be real. It was the one, not skit, but like place he helped out. It was the one in like the Hollywood Strip where it was like just like Chotsky shop where they just sell like.
Oh,
and
the
stuff.
antique shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the antique shop. It was like it was just like a tourist trap shop.
Oh.
And how he helped him, like, we're gonna get Johnny Depp to show up here, and he's gonna film a movie with every person that comes in. So there's a line of thousands of people thinking they're gonna see Johnny Depp and be part of this movie with them. But the catch was, for the movie, they had to buy like pretty much like Johnny Depp was like the clerk. So they would pick something off the shelf and they would buy it with their own money, and then they would leave. So they would just keep getting the money, and the whole end bit was like, well, that's illegal. So you either have to put that into a film, or you have to give them their money back. So they made a fake film festival with one other movie where like a guy was like taking a shit that they had to win, and they had one critic there, and then they won. But like that had to be
There you
real
go.
because like.
real
I
fun.
don't
I like
know.
how he just backs himself further and further into corners every episode.
I think that guy's brilliant.
I know. I
like him.
I think like that is the worst thing society could do if we. Okay, maybe not the worst thing.
But
Probably a couple other worse things you could do, but
truly,
We're the blue spiral.
the people that watch it and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a manipulator. He's a snake." He's like, he literally doesn't do anything without these people's consent.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
first of all, the fact that you can see their faces, it's like they volunteered to even be in the edit for this.
and
Yeah,
you
it's
can
like
al-
Hell's
you can
Kitchen
also
kinda.
you can also
Yeah.
see like his moment of like oh okay where he's
Are
just
you
like
serious?
yeah like he's
Really?
like he literally gives them the chance like he's like
He pauses.
Are-
He has like the longest.
Are you
pauses.
sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Do you wanna?
Okay.
And then he
So-
goes on and goes like yeah I think you should make poop flavored ice cream.
yeah.
I always expect like a much more visceral reaction from everybody, but he's always like.
It's always such a
Everybody just wants to be polite,
Okay,
you
yeah.
know, like.
No, I think we could give it a try.
It's like
Um,
such a. It's actually like such
okay.
a nice alternative to like those shows where it's like the guy who comes in and like tries to fix up a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Because those are always just so heated, and it's like they fucking
Like a
like
bar
stress
rescue or
me out.
whatever.
I'm like, dude, like
And then Nathan
these
just
people
comes
suck.
in
Nathan
and
comes
like,
in suggesting
I
the
want you
worst
to make
ideas,
a
and they're just
hamburger
like,
with cum in it. Put
yeah.
overalls on a
All
hamburger.
right, yeah, sure. That'll probably work.
It's such a just like peaceful show to watch. I
Yeah,
feel
it
like.
reminds me of like it's not as peaceful, but like the early like Eric Andre seasons where like
Mhm.
no one really knew who he was, so he would get like the dance mom and she would be like nice.
Yeah.
She's like asking like you ever deal with like cancer or something.
Yeah.
And she'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, why would you
No.
why would you ever say that?
I've never
no, I
done
would never
that.
do
Yeah,
that.
once Eric Andre started interviewing like famous celebrities,
Like
then it
Waka
got
Flocka.
a little more awkward where it was like
Because they knew like,
They'd,
oh, this is
like-
gonna be a crazy
they'd,
interview.
like fake
but then-
shoot someone on their just
Yeah.
gun someone down on the show and it'd be like
My favorite one is when Jeanette McCurdy, that's Sam and iCarly, right?
Yeah.
She had like nude leaked at one point, and she went on. And he went like, "This is you, right?" She shows her the
Oh my
leaked.
god.
She goes, "Yeah, it's me."
Mhm.
She took
See,
a cool one,
dude,
dude.
that
This is
I'm like, oh my god, dude.
that that's
the whole
yeah.
premise of both of those things, though, is just them asking, like, what is at the end of the day a perfectly, well, maybe not in that specific Eric Andre question, but Nathan Fielder, he's like asking them a perfectly reasonable question, like that they should be able to answer. It's just uncomfortable to answer.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is that both of them are just so comfortable like with embarrassment. Like none of like it's like they don't feel it at all.
Well, they went to him because their business is failing. So really, that's the ultimate embarrassment, you know?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's okay to take advantage of that. I think it's okay to embarrass people.
I mean, are they doing worse off now? I mean, they're on Nathan
Probably
for you. That's
not.
kind of cool.
They're getting
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah, he's not hurting anybody.
I imagine like
I
if
feel
they
like.
probably helped them. Like I guarantee that ice cream shop, people still go in. asking
like,
for
"Where's the poop flavor?"
Yeah, like the poop
Yeah.
flavored ice cream.
I would go. I mean, if I have no idea where it was, but if
Actually,
I
a
knew
Dairy
where
Queen
if I
down the
knew where it
street.
was and I was in the town, I'd be like, "Yo, who's trying to stop in for some poop flavored ice cream?"
Yeah, all right.
Well, fellas, we're at the 70-minute mark. Does anybody want to have any last things that they want to discuss? Any little hints or tidbits? Does anybody know anything about how to build a pipe
No.
bomb?
Does anybody know anything about the U.S.
Anything
mail
else in
service?
the anarchist cookbook?
Not like postal. The
Does
U.S.
anyone know how
mail
I would
service, the
potentially
man.
sneak
The man services.
something metallic with multiple wires and tubes of gel into the postal office?
One of you right
And send
now
it to
say
the
something.
White House.
know
how to
sneak a beer onto the airplane?
Does anyone know how to sneak a pint? into the U.S. postal system. I want to send it to my brother Jeremy.
Sending a pint of beer in an envelope.
This fucking envelope is just
Fat
soaked.
envelope. Super fast, and a big yellow stain at the bottom.
This came for you.
So, a pint in the
From your
mail.
brother.
Oh, joyous.
Anyway, guys,
the
thanks
whole
for
thing.
listening.
Thanks for listening. We'll
Give
get
a
on
like,
Spotify soon.
Subscribe. We've actually had quite a few subscribers in the last week.
Yeah, we've almost doubled.
Almost doubled
Yeah,
in the
it's
last week.
crazy.
Since
Which has
the
been great.
20 subscribers, we're now at
Oh, almost 40.
400.
We're just short of 40. So thanks. For
We'll be at our
liking
first
and
plaque in
watching
no
and
time.
commenting and
Yeah, who
stuff.
gets
We
the
really
plaque?
appreciate it.
Dibs.
We'll be on a
We
terrorist
can all,
watch
we can all
list
get
after
different
this one.
plaques. You can get, I want the black one.
Remember, like and subscribe. Is it still going? I don't even know.